Kan suasana bilik. So let's look into the handphone user survey which was conducted last year. And basically, why are we doing this survey? Because we want to study the current trend of handphone users in Malaysia. That's the main purpose. And another main one is we want to know what is the cellular penetration rate by state. So this is one way of calculating that penetration rate. Now, when we did this survey, we divide into two parts. One is the methodology part, and then core. We call it as core data. Then the other one is about the trend, as you can see here. In the core, we want to match it with the demographic. Kita selalu kalau buat survey related to Malaysia kan, kita nak match back dengan statistik Malaysia supaya results kita boleh reliable sikit lah kan. Okay. Metodologi sini kita guna simple random sampling dan sample size 2401. Selalu kalau stats department dia present, dia selalu akan beritahu 2401, 2401. Kenapa kita dapat 2401 ni? Untuk satu entire Malaysia, kalau kita nak study populasi tu, kita hanya perlukan 2401. Kita guna calculator untuk kira ni. Dia ada sample size calculator yang confident level 95%. Saya rasa confident level semua orang faham kan, how confident am I with the result. Tapi precision plus 2% ni selalu kalau pergi meeting dengan chairman ke, mereka kata plus minus 2% ke plus minus 5%. Apa maksud ni? Saya bagi satu contoh lah. Katakan orang yang guna smartphone kat Malaysia adalah 50%. Okay, yang confident level ni macam okay, saya boleh cakap macam ni, I am confident 95% that those who are using smartphone in Malaysia will be falling into the range of 48 to 52. Plus minus 2 ni 2%. Kalau saya kata 50% yang guna smartphone tu, kita tak boleh nak kata 100% 50% yang guna kan. So kita ada agak-agak lah, tak boleh nak get the accurate answer. So plus minus 2, maybe 48 di antara lingkungan 48 ke 52. Okay, dah banyak cakap ni, saya terus masuk data collection ni fieldwork lah, ni kami panggil orang call kat KT ni dari 16 Ogos hingga 11 September. Okay, target population lah semua penduduk di Malaysia. So untuk membuat kajian handphone ni, sampel tu kami ambil daripada handphone user. Kenapa nak guna handphone user ni? Sebab kami rasa data ni kita guna frame bulan 3 first quarter of 2014. So pada masa tu sudah ada 144.2 cellular penetration rate di Malaysia. Kita kira tu guna data yang service provider hantar. Apa tu 144.2? Kalau kita ada 100 orang, kita boleh kata daripada 100 orang tu 144 orang tu guna handphone. So lebih mungkin ada orang tu ada 2 handphone, 1 handphone, 3 handphone macam tu. So we say handphone frame tu cukup lah untuk study the population. Okay, kita tengok demographic ni. Demographic tu, okay, what does it say? It says that handphone users in Malaysia, most of them are male, 56.9%. Kalau saya kata most of them are male, sebenarnya itu salah sebab DOSM untuk kuartal tu dia estimate lelaki yang ada di Malaysia pada kuartal 1 2014 ialah 51.5%. So the percentage ni tally dengan apa yang, not to say far ahead lah, dia hampir sama. So it's more or less represents the entire Malaysia. Nationality yang kita dapat ialah 87.9 respondent ialah Malaysian, 12.1% ialah non-Malaysian. Okay, and then another interesting ialah half of the handphone users in Malaysia less than 30 years old. About half, 47.5% are less than 30 years old. Maksudnya ini nak cuba kata apa ni? Orang yang young, they tend to use handphone. And then if you see, this is the population base. Kita calculate ni based on DOSM. Yang warna hijau ke atas tu based on handphone user survey yang kita buat. So if you compare the percentage up and down, it more or less represent the same thing. So kalau kita dapat data begini, maksudnya I can tell that my answer, the results is more or less correct. It cannot deviate much. So, dalam chat ni yang mana satu deviate banyak? Yang mana satu beza banyak? Bawah mana? Kalau you tengok atas bawah. Below 50. Kenapa Dia kata pengguna handphone di bawah umur 15 tahun ialah 1.8%. Yang 25.8 tu ialah penduduk di Malaysia yang umurnya di bawah 15 tahun. So logik kan, bayi umur 1 boleh tak dia ambil handphone? Sebab itulah.
Nanti nak tanya, semua ni kita session call kan?
Ya.
Okay. So kalau yang jawab tu bawah 15 tahun, conversation tu akan diteruskan ke atau macam mana?
Mulai tahun ni kami sedang dapatkan consent daripada parent kalau dia umur less than 15 because we don't want to ask sebab ada soalan-soalan yang berkaitan dengan pornografi, sensitive element, so we are asking parents consent. Tapi masa kita buat handphone user survey ni, kalau dia umur less than 15 we still conduct juga. Tapi kalau dia tak tahu jawapan, we do on behalf survey. Dia boleh bagi ibu bapa jawab on behalf dia. Ibu bapa terangkan dan dia answer. And then this is one of the usage of this particular survey because we can calculate the cellular penetration rate by state. Selalunya data yang service provider bagi ni, kita calculate, kita tak dapat nak calculate by state. It goes like by for Malaysia, what is the cellular penetration rate. So untuk ni kita guna data daripada ni lah. Berapa orang dari Johor yang gunakan handphone. So from there we calculate this one. So if you see, wilayah Persekutuan and Putrajaya is the highest. Ramai dekat sana yang guna banyak. Yang mana lowest? Adakah dia bermaksud dia tidak baik? Sudah melebihi 100. So it's not so bad. It represent mungkin kalau saya kata 220.8 kat KL, ni maksud dia apa? Mana boleh penetration, boleh tak penetration rate melebihi 100? Bagus, pandai pun crowd saya. You know what it means. And then it says 1/3 of users attain at least SPM qualification. Untuk internet user survey, statistik ni penting, education is important because we always calculate kalau dia berpendidikan tinggi, penggunaan internet dia lagi mahir. Untuk handphone tak adalah sebab mobile phone kan sekarang sudah banyak user friendly. Datuk-datuk makcik-makcik pun dia tahu macam mana nak tekan. Then the income category, if you see for 2014, ramai yang dari kategori 1000 hingga 3000. 36.6% kalau you tengok sana. What is the best thing about this chart if you see? Kalau you tengok angka tu in a horizontal manner, you boleh tengok peningkatan di bawah kategori 1000 dan lebih, more than 1000. Semua percentage income kategori tu meningkat, nampak tak? So we were like asking kenapa dia meningkat. So we were like maybe one of the reason lah. It could be because of the implementation of Malaysian minimum wage. Pada masa tu mereka buat benda tu. Mereka kata minimum wage kena dijadikan 900 daripada 800. Maybe that could be one of the reason why push the income category. Okay, sekarang kita pergi exciting part. First question we ask them, how many SIM card are you owning? SIM card di sini synonymous to active number yang you all ada. Okay, how many daripada crowd ni berapa orang ada 2 nombor? Ada tak 2 nombor? Atau semua guna satu saja? Okay, when we ask them, 62.3% of Malaysian mereka guna satu nombor sahaja. Dia guna satu nombor. Dan 31%, 31.1% dia guna 2 nombor. So daripada mereka yang guna 2 nombor ni, kita pergi tanya mereka ni ambil daripada operator nombor tu, operator sama ke lain? Rasa-rasa apa jawapan yang mereka bagi? Lain, betul. 70% dia ambil dari operator yang lain lah, daripada yang gunakan lebih daripada satu nombor. Lepas tu kami tanya lagi, kenapa you nak guna lebih daripada satu nombor? So ini jawapan yang dia bagi. they want to have a separate usage for data, voice, message. Mungkin dia kata Maxis bagi harga rendah untuk data, Celcom bagi harga rendah untuk voice. Macam tu lah. Untuk privacy, privacy ni macam masa kita present kat MCM, semua orang tu gelak. Dia kata mungkin dia ada isteri 2, 3 sebab tu percentage dia tu tinggi. Something, some statistics on that. Okay. Satu lagi soalan yang kami tanya, berapa banyak handphone? How many handphones do they own? Kalau kita tengok chart ni kan, dari tahun 2004 ni, orang yang guna satu handphone tu, dia kurang je. Sekarang trend, orang nak guna lebih daripada satu handphone. Tu kita fikir, kenapa orang nak 2 handphone? Satu handphone ni tak cukup ke? Walaupun keadaan tu macam tu, in 2014 if you see, still the percentage of those who own one handphone is high, 66.8%. Some of the respondents who are answered, they say nak tanya kenapa guna lebih daripada satu handphone. Dia kata sekarang kan sudah ada phone yang murah, smartphone yang murah. So dia kata okey je lah, saya boleh simpan 2 ke 3 ke suka hati saya sebab dah murah. And then some will say kalau dia upgrade phone dia, yang satu lagi tu dia simpan sebagai backup. Then we also studied the trend of dual SIM phone. Kita tanya, you tahu ke ada benda dual SIM phone ni? Dan 86.3% dia kata dia tahu. Oh, saya tahu ada benda macam ni, dual SIM phone. Dual SIM phone lah. You tahu tak dual SIM phone tu apa? Dalam phone tu kat belakang tu ada 2 slot kan? Yes, it's like that. And then out of this 86.3%, 31.1% they are using the dual SIM phone. 68.9% they are not using. They know but they don't want to use. Okay, what was the interesting question here that we want to find out was, daripada mereka yang guna dual SIM phone ni, ada tak dia utilize penggunaan dual SIM phone ni dengan betul? Maksudnya kalau you ada dual SIM phone, dia kena masukkan 2 SIM slot baru you utilize fully kan? Daripada apa yang kami find, only 25.9% dia ada dual SIM phone dan dia ada 2 SIM dalam tu. Ramai yang dia ada banyak dual SIM phone dan dia ada banyak nombor. Saya pun tak tahu kenapa. But very small percentage. You know, these users, they can be very interesting sometimes. So we can't. And another thing is, this is like a psychological question. We want to know, ada tak you check handphone walaupun dia tak vibrate? Siapa ada kat sini? Siapa tak ada? Itulah saya kena tanya. Kita kan selalu orang message ke tak ada message pun kita ambil tengok phone je kan, maybe pergi tengok WhatsApp apa dia online ke tak ada online ke, macam tu. Trend tu 71.4% they say yes we do that, walaupun dia tak ring, dia tak vibrate, tak receive any notification pun dia pergi dan dia nak check juga. So, maybe it's can I say it's an addiction ataupun obsessed? Sickness. And when you look at this, it's very, I think you also can predict the youngsters tend to be dominating in that thing. They are more obsessed than the older generation. And this one, this is feature phone over the smartphone. Those who are using the smartphone, for them the tendency to check is higher compared to the feature phone. Normal. I think it's a very normal trend. Ada soalan tak? Asalkan you tak tidur, saya pun gembira. And then the next question we ask them, is handphone important for them? And rather than we classify into 3 categories, not important, important and very important. I think you can read it from the chart itself. Only 3.7% say not important. And further asking, we ask them, if you think it's important, within a tolerable distance, will you turn back to get your handphone? 76.3% say yes, we will go back and get it. But there were also some weird questions like, kalau saya tinggal kat KL dan saya sudah pergi JB, saya takkan datang balik lah. Tolerable distance, mereka kata mereka akan pergi balik dan ambil. Do you do that? Or you say, tak apalah, hari ni saya masuk office dulu, nanti petang je lah saya pergi tengok handphone. Okay, and then we also studied children's trend. How do children use handphone? for this particular question, there is one drawback which we will try to improvise in the future. When we ask this question, we only asked to the respondents youngest child. Kalau dia ada 4 orang anak, kita akan hanya tanya tentang anak terakhir dia yang pergi sekolah. Anak terakhir dia yang pergi sekolah lah. Youngest child who goes to the school. Ini menunjukkan, then you can read on your own. 33, one third kata wanted adalah, wanted daripada children tu ada handphone. 57.6%, half of the child are smartphone owners. So kalau you parent, you terpaksa belikan mereka smartphone. Kalau tak, dia remaining, the other half dia masuk pool of the other one. And then 50.4% access internet using their handphone. To keep updated with the trend. Tahu lah. Okay, and then the diagram I think illustrates the ownership well. The mode age of first ownership is 13 to 15. Inilah saat ni umur berapa mereka mula dapatkan handphone. So if you see less than 6 years old, 3.2% of the children are getting the handphone. Yang paling banyak 13 to 15 lah. And most of them get their first handphone at the age of 12. Okay. Question on parental consent were also asked. 85% they say tanah bagi budak-budak bawa phone ke sekolah. It's I don't know to say whether it's a positive growth or negative. Maybe at school, some school they do allow them to bring handphones now. Some don't. So, but from parents' point of view, they are saying no. And then they also ask, will you limit on the call? Ada tak macam you bagi dia waktu untuk dia buat panggilan? You hanya boleh call dan cakap untuk 5 minit macam tu saja. Itu ialah length of conversation. You hanya boleh call dari pukul ni ke ini. How about 60% are doing it here? 46.8% are limiting the length of conversation. Untuk disiplinkan anak, ada tak ambil handphone daripada mereka? Kalau you dah buat benda ni kan, hari ni saya tak nak bagi you phone. About 55, tak ada ramai yang buat. Not many people are doing that. Yes?
Macam kawan I, dia buat program, dia bagi phone tapi the wifi dia tak bagi access.
Oh, they limit internet connection lah. Maybe they trying to cut social networking. Maybe that's why. We will put this into future, question, follow-up question. And 73.2% of parents dia pergi check content handphone anak dia. Apa anak dia sebenarnya buat? Ada satu lagi tips lah kalau nak check content, pergi history. Control sekarang budak-budak dah pandai. Itu untuk PC ya. Untuk PC, phone pun boleh check history. Apa yang sebenarnya dia. Tapi budak-budak sekarang dah pandai. Dia pergi control H dan dia delete semua. And then in the smartphone users, right? Very interestingly, in 2014, that's the first year we overshoot lah. Smartphone users were more than the feature phone users. Sebab market trend tu sudah pun macam tu. So 1 in 2 Malaysians are smartphone users. Not a surprising finding. And the smartphone users have grown really very high, about 41.4%. And this is the smartphone demographic that we have found. How many males are using, male smartphone users we have and female smartphone users. Average age of a smartphone user is about 30. Feature phone 38. Orang yang lagi tua yang tend to use feature phone, I think it makes a lot of sense. And when it comes to income, also same like the other one, smartphone users tend to fall in this category, 1,000 to 3,000. This one is about the internet accessibility using handphone, not the smartphone, for overall via handphone, 63.3%. Kalau nak cakap tentang berapa orang yang akses internet guna smartphone, itu memang sangat tinggi. 90%, 90.1% smartphone users access internet via their handphone. And then I also, I think last week those who attended, you could have listened to this one. based on the internet user survey, smartphone is the most used device to access the internet. It's a positive trend. You think 2015 ni akan meningkat ke turun? Saya sudah buat analisis, tengok you jawab apa. 2015 naik ke turun? Nanti tunggu result Saya tak boleh hari ni sekarang. Tak. In future, for future stats department, we trying to do a survey on smartphone and tablet. What is the usage like? Not very soon lah. We are putting into thoughts as well. Okay, further questions like why do they change handphone? Kenapa nak tukar handphone? Only like about 1/3 of users they have changed their handphone in the past 12 months, and these are the reasons. You can look it on your own. Most of them change because they want to get internet connection. Maybe from feature phone they want to use smartphone, and some of them because it's trendy. Samsung lah, iPhone lah, ramai yang nak pergi tukar sebab trendness dia. This is also another positive finding that we have found. Only 10% of users they have changed the service provider. 90% they say we are satisfied with the service provider that we are getting now. Daripada 10% yang tukar, kita tanya kenapa you nak pergi tukar service provider, very relevant answers we have got. They say they are looking for cheap rate and package and they want better connection. Itulah harga murah dan connectivity, itu yang kita semua nak kan. And responden pun jawab yang sama sahaja.
Others apa ya?
Others ni macam selalunya others pilihan jawapan kami ialah saja-sajalah saya tukar. But it cannot be comprising the 13%. There are some other reasons as well. I can't recall now, but it's written in the book. So later you can take. And this is to cater YTL's need. They asked us to ask this to public. They asked, why will you purchase SIM card through online? You akan purchase ke tidak? Sekarang benda ni ada ke tidak kat Malaysia? Ada, saya rasa Maxis ada buat. Boleh purchase through online. Tapi ramai tak agree lah. 82.5% kata tak nak. Saya beli lagi baik physical SIM lagi. Okay, dia kata dia okay. Then we ask them, daripada yang kata okay lah, I'm okay to buy it online. Yang buy online ni, kita register semua online, bayar online, tapi dia akan hantar. Itu yang Maxis buat. Maxis buat, saya rasa dia buat courier. Dia tak buat ordinary mail, saya rasa. So untuk daripada yang kata okay, we are fine with the online, kita tanya, you prefer ordinary mail tak? Not bad, they say we are okay with that. And then we ask them, courier you okay tak? 73.7% kata okay. Between these two answers we can tell their preference is more towards the courier compared to the ordinary mail. Terima kasih. Okay, you ada apa-apa soalan tak yang nak tanya? Ataupun untuk next year kalau kita nak buat handphone user survey, apa soalan yang you rasa kami nak include? Kalau tak ada, kita semua orang boleh beli makan. That's a basic thing lah. If you want to get a fact sheet, we have it here as well. If you think it's useful, I just distribute. Yes.
Let's say we have
Two SIM.
Okay. Then the company one that we own.
Okay.
Consider also exclusive.
You want to dual SIM?
So lagi satu tu only for you.
Consider sebagai dual. Yes. Kita kira sebagai dual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dia nak tanya tiba-tiba orang dekat KT Center telepon kita. Are we supposed to take part in the survey?
Yes. You mean to your landline, office landline, or to your handphone? And jawab anda ialah yes. That is why we say we are using simple random sampling. Simply means in Malaysia, our population is Malaysian kan. Semua orang will get equal unbiased chance of being selected. So kalau anda dapat, anda kena jawab as a rakyat Malaysia lah, sama internet user, handphone user lah. Itu saja, sekian, terima kasih. Thank you for coming.
Nah, tanya. Okay, thank you. Jom.
This one up until end of 2014.
Oh, thank you. 2014, the 2015 handphone user survey, we have already done it. The fieldwork ended in September.
I will be asking for
Yes.
why lah,
We will be, we are writing the report now, so we will be presenting to members very soon. After that, only you all will give them. Ini ada buku, siapa nak boleh ambil.
Cantik.
Ini sudah